What is up, everyone? This is Munya and welcome back to Everything Trading. Today I have the most powerful spike catching strategy that you can get right now in the forex market. I'm going to share with you guys how to install that strategy and how to actually use it to catch spikes. So stay up until the end of this video because you don't want to miss any conditions, because you remember spikes are very sensitive. Spike catching is a very sensitive type of trading and it needs you to be most focused. But this is an easy strategy that you can follow and quickly understand. And as usual, make sure you try it out on your demo accounts first until you are comfortable with the strategy, and use it then on your live account. But as usual, before you start, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you are notified each and every time I post a video. You don't want to miss any update I do to any of the strategies that I post here. So make sure your notification bell is on, right? And if you really enjoy this type of content, make sure you click that like button to support this channel. You can also join our free Telegram channel where I post strategies, where I post signals, where I post mentorship, where I post everything to do with trading. It's completely free. All you have to do is click the link in the description box below and it will take you straight to that channel. Also, if you don't have an account and you want to be trading what you are trading right here, and if you want to be withdrawing and making this profit, make sure you sign up for an account for free and you can deposit a minimum of $1 and make the same trades that you are making. I'm recommending to you guys this broker that I'm using, and I would advise you to also use the same broker with me. Okay, so right now we're gonna go into the process of setting up this simple spike catching strategy, and then I'll talk about how to actually use it, right? So I'm going to remove everything as usual so that you guys can clearly see where we are coming from and where we are going. So right now, as you can see, I'm in my 1 minute time frame and I have this blank chart with only candlesticks. The red ones are the bearish candlesticks, and then the green ones are the bullish candlesticks, right? So the first indicator that we want to install is called the RSI, or the Relative Strength Index, which is here, and it is going to have the following properties, the ones that you see on my screen. A period of 14 apply to close. Levels, you're going to have level 10 and level 90, right? And then styling, it should be the color of your background. So I have a white background, that's why you see I chose the color white. Then you're going to click save, then done. And as you can see, I now have my RSI right on my chart. The next indicator that you're going to need is called envelopes, and it is going to go under indicator window 1. So we're going to click on indicator window 1, and then we're going to choose envelopes. So I'm going to look for envelopes, which is right here, and it is going to have the following settings: a period of 70, a shift of 0, a deviation of 0.9, a method of simple, apply to close, no levels, and then the styling on the bands. We want the upper band to have the red color and then the lower band to have the green color. Okay, so you can pause the video or take a screenshot or write somewhere. All right, and then I'm going to click done, and as you can see, we now have those lines running across our charts. The next and final indicator that we need is a moving average. This is also going to be the last confirmation that we need per entry, right? So I'm going to go to indicators. Again, I'll choose indicator window 1, and then I'll choose moving average, and this moving average is going to have the following properties. It's going to have a period of 10, a shift of 0, a method of exponential, apply to close, and then no levels, and then the styling, you can pick any color of your choice. I'll choose blue this time so that there is no confusion when we do this strategy. And I'm going to click save, then done. And as you can see, I now have a blue line running across my charts. Okay, so now what's left is knowing when to buy or sell, depending on which index you're on, right? So I'll start off with Crash 500. Right now, the first thing that you have to understand is you're going to be using your 1 minute time frame, right? So switch to your 1 minute time frame. The second thing that you need to understand is the zoom level. So we have this as the smallest zoom level, right? And you're just going to move one step up from the smallest zoom level like this. Okay, that's our zoom level. Okay, guys, remember to join the free Telegram channel. The link is in the description box below. It's completely free to join, and don't forget to sign up for an account to start trading using these strategies as well. Okay, so the strategy is pretty much simple. There are going to be two confirmations that you're going to need. I'll start off with this example, right? We are on crash 500 and we want to catch spikes. The first thing that has to happen is you have to look for this red line, this upper band. Is it on 90 level or above 90 level? If it is right on 90 level and above, then that's the first condition for you to sell either crash 500, crash 1000, or crash 300, right? That's the first condition. If this red upper band is in the region of 90 going up, if it's below, please don't take that trade. It is a low probability trade, and we only work with high probability trades, right? Remember, this is spike catching. You don't want to be messing up, right? That's the first condition. The second condition is you want your blue line to then touch that red line or cross that red line, right? So the moment they do contact, which was around here, then you can place your sell trade to catch the spike. And as you can see, the spike followed. So right around this region, let me highlight it for you. Right around this region, all our confirmations were met, and then 3 minutes later, you can see the spikes that followed, right? You can see the spikes that followed. Okay, let's look for another example. Let me leave this here. Let's look for another example which met our conditions. So remember, we said the upper band has to be in the 90 region or anywhere above. Here we had a nice cross in the 90 region, and also our blue line touched the red line, and also, as you can see, the spike then followed. Okay, here's a scenario now. We have our blue line in the 90 region, but our red line is not. But although the spike came, this was a low probability trade, but it still works, but it's a low probability trade, right? So I'm going to tell you both the high probability trades and the low probability trades. So the low probability trades will then be when the blue line touches the red line only, despite the red line being in the 90 region, right? Okay. Here was another low probability trade, and here was a nice high probability trade. Nice high probability trade. Can you see that all these high probability trades will then have series or multiple spikes following, right? So it's not just good for your high probability, but it also means that you'll be able to catch multiple spikes, right? So you have to be patient with this strategy so that you don't miss a thing. Here is a high probability trade and a series of spikes. Let me highlight it again. And a series of spikes then followed. Okay, let's talk about how to catch spikes on Boom 500, right? Here is Boom 500, the same conditions, but this time is pretty much the opposite. We're going to be looking at the green line this time, and we're going to be focusing on the level 10 for our RSI. So right here, a few moments ago, I was actually looking at this trade, and it went on successful. You can see those spikes that followed, right? You can see those spikes that followed. So we say for Boom this time, you want the green line to at least be on the 10 or the non-level 10 or anywhere below level 10, like as you can see right there. And then you just wait for the blue line to come and cross the level 10 and touch the green line, and then you enter your trade, right? You can end a little bit early when you see that your blue line is now closer, so that you don't miss a trade. Okay, here is another high probability trade as you see right here. Okay, another high probability trade. I'm just going to highlight them for you. because you already know what this means, right? High probability trade. So you can enter a little bit early. The moment you see your green line now playing around your level 10 or a level 90 if you're on crash, then you know that you're about to get into a high probability trade, and then you now start to watch and wait for your setup, which is the blue line approaching your green line in the level 10, right? You have to be smart also, guys. You can't wait for it to be exactly what you want to see, because remember, the market makers are not trying to give you money, are not trying to make you money. They're actually trying to take money from you, right? So you also have to be a little bit clever, a little bit improvising. So that's why I always advise that you always start this strategy from the demo, and then get comfortable with it, understand it in depth, and then you can then move on to being in a real account with it, right? But as you can see, guys, this strategy can also be used in both ways: spy catching and scalping. I'll leave up the scalping side to your exploration. You can explore the scalping side. Obviously, it will be the opposite of the conditions that I would have just mentioned right here, but I'll leave that, guys, to you. I don't want to make this video long. If you really enjoy this video and if it was informative for you, please click the like button to support this new channel of ours. Remember, at 500 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway for my VIP services. So let's click that subscribe button. Make sure that if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and you turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on very important strategies that are going to come, very important videos that are going to come on this channel. So until next time, guys.